Every morning that you wake up is just a blessing. You didn't have to be here. And know that some people just don't make it to the other side. That's life, and that's what life's about. We all have to live on this planet. But for someone to determine that you don't have a right as they do, therein lies you know, the miscommunication. Because it is simply just miscommunication. Here we are, and trying to understand why we didn't mourn Malcolm or we didn't mourn Megger or we just kept on. I mean, come on now. Elijah McClain was just a child, but he was a child. And then people want to act like, this Charlie Kirk thing. He was a child, but he was allowed to prosper in the most negative way. It's like, being it's like what happened with the Batman thing and I mean, come on now, it happened. And then the same thing happened in Uvalde, Texas, but we're not talking about the consequences of inappropriate thinking. Because there are consequences, and everybody's on their own journey. And the truth be told, you living in your box and allowed to do whatever you want to do in your box. But God has already made a way, and that's just real. And the way is real. So, Shane Hannity, help protect your retirement. I mean, but what is your retirement? All those people that went away during what? The big OC. And so many people just didn't make it. But guess what? It's real. It's a real reality that everybody is included in the count. And why do you think that they can come back after all these years, 20 years or so, and tell you that New Orleans had less than, well, hello, less than 100,000. Their population had shrunk 100,000. And I'm saying, well, where did those 100,000 people go, right? Well, they know they didn't come back to New Orleans. But then let's just look at America. Lions, tigers. Oh, my day is blessed. I'm blessed. Every day it is the Sabbath. Yeah, a day of rest. I'm not trying to do a whole lot of work anyway, but I do have work to do. Hello and welcome and welcome. Do you understand that the narrative and what is it called? Well, it might as well be the greatest story ever told because we are surviving and this is 2025. But the conversation, boo, about the failure to thrive across this nation, I'm blessed. I didn't really do my hair this morning, but hey, it's gray hair, so it is what it is. And I said, well, I'll just put this hat on. I should have put it on the right way. There you go. And yeah, everything is awesome. Well, thank you. We ain't got to do a whole lot. We just have to be ready to do what we can do. You can start your channel by telling stories, and I'm sure well, I mean, the stories that I'm telling are one, I mean, because I was able to go back to through the public school system and bing, bing, bing. I mean, human capital is just human capital, but we just need to understand this mandatoriness of public services and the entitlement and the goddamn partnerships that are made with local community members. Now, I'm sorry if you just got to get yours because I'm going to get mine. And I'm just saying, I moved here to Nevada in 2018, 2019, something, I don't know. I've been here for a minute. And then I'm seeing that, this is part of the Wild Wild West. And I'm saying, well, hey, Vegas is real. You just have to figure it out. Because, Usher is here. Every one of them come here to be on the strip. They want to, but Sammy Davis Jr., he was here too. And he just danced. Everyone spam is beautiful in the chat. Well, welcome and welcome and welcome and welcome. That's what I'll say. But I'm going to tell you that we're all included in the count. In America, the census is real. I have a girlfriend that was from New Zealand, and her name was Gloria, and she was awesome. She married a man that was over in Italy, and she had children over there, and then she came back. I mean, but the whole thing is that when you have children, it changes who you are. You become the obligator. You're obligated to ensure, and looks are only skin deep, and really, who cares about the looks? We have so much more to worry about. I'm trying not to get no more wrinkles up here. That's real, because I got some wrinkles coming, and my eyebrows are going away, and my hair is turning gray. But it really doesn't matter. Freedom costs, and you got to pay the price to be the boss. But in America, where you have choice, understand, choosing to stream on YouTube is not a choice. If you ain't got enough followers, they got some restrictions there. But I'm going to tell you how to get around the restrictions right now. Come on and Zoom. Come on and Zoom. Because if you pay your $165 to Zoom, you can stream live on Facebook for as long as you want. Nobody can tell you to go away, boo. They don't have any restrictions. You just start a show, a daily show, and just do it because you want to do it. It is funny, but it's real. Or if you can stream live here on YouTube. You don't have to have they got some wall you have to climb. You ain't got to climb that wall. No, you just get your little Zoom channel. And Zoom is free. But when you pay for the one, then you can stream live on YouTube as long as you want. And you can even share a show. You can record another show while you're streaming your show and do what you want to do. It's just a tool. But we like these tools. We really do. Because we're in a time of trials and tribulations. Did anybody understand what was really going on? But, understand that I'm going to pick her up and take her to the airport. She's going back to Sacramento today. And what else is going on? What's going on? I have 3 sisters. Tony, Lydia, and Veronica is my sister because we were raised together, and my mother and her mother, well, her mother only had 1 child, but my mother had 5 of us. And so she just was a part of our family. And then Lauren is a part of our family now because my brother, he married her and he, whatever. And then he married someone else. But it doesn't take away, when you have a family, it's just family. And that's just what life's about. And, my mother always welcomed the men, whatever we went through, whatever. On my days, nobody wants to hear long-ass old people's story. And quite frankly, you right about that, boo, because you could just move on. Because choice is everything. But I done lived through some stuff. I raised my sons. My oldest is 41. My youngest is 27. And it doesn't matter because you got to make a choice to participate or engage in something because this shit is going to go on without you. And everybody in America just pays taxes. Yeah. Well, that pit bull thing, you need to file a complaint against your city because the city council is responsible for, how people manage their animals, and that's just real. No, I don't know nothing about no gangs, but I'm going to tell you, everybody needs somebody. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not a secret, it's real. Most people, because you can see this app, and I am here in Las Vegas, but people are everywhere in the world, and it doesn't matter because you can just log on and do what I'm saying and listen to anybody's shit. You ain't got to stop here. Pimping ain't easy, but hey, people are walking around in Las Vegas almost looking like nude. to see you busy talking to say hello. Well, hello and good morning, and how y'all doing? That's right. It's real. Somebody wants us to read the Bible, but hey, maybe that's where you need to read, whatever. The county signed over non-killer shelter. Oh wow. Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's the city and the county board of supervisors, and really, I mean, people believe in the court system, but it's the court system that gives you justice, and it's just not us. I mean, but you have to understand that justice is what you believe you're entitled to. And, it's kind of like people go through these educational programs and they get their little paperwork, but then there are people that never went through that whole process, just never went through it, and still making the same money. But guess what? All a peanut butter sandwich is they had somebody on the inside that appointed them to do something. Yes, and the greatest of them is love, and amen. You know, I mean, but we all got to understand that Jill Scott, when she was complaining about that $3.2 million that the federal government wanted from her, and none of the black folks said nothing. No, because she was gifted, right? And then we all saw Wesley Snipes. Poor Wesley. They made him, he was doing the middle of a movie. And they made him come back and go to prison. And I'm saying, but they got R. Kelly in the prison system. And I'm saying, well, I don't know what did he just like to watch. And I think that's why he didn't get no charges, because he was a watcher, like a voyeur. I mean, but if you are online, they have X video, and on X video, just type it in your browser, and it's porn, and it's pornography. But then you understand that you don't know when your camera's coming on, and it could be you in another country. It could just be you don't even understand that this is just nothing more than a tool. And if you take it into the bathroom with you, that's what it sees. It sees everything you do. Cyber attack disrupts major systems in Europe. Oh wow. What am I gonna say? Cyber systems. It's just real. Hello from the Philippines. I mean, because we have lots of Filipinos here in America. And lumpia and all, yeah, it's real. Thank you. I was nice to subscribe. Please, thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. This one is just Darlene Anderson 1958. That's what it is. But I have a podcast. It's over there on Spotify. It has over 1,000 shows. It is called Parent Empowerment Half an Hour. That's right. And I called it that because most people don't understand freedom ain't never been free. That already, I mean, no smoke up in here. I'm saying it's no smoke. It's just sunshine. Yep. And when I got to chair the District Advisory Committee for Title I and compensatory services, I'll say that, because I just had to go to the meetings. And I went to meetings, meetings. And my son said, meeting. Yes, I went to the meeting. And, well, I asked about your future life, but it's going to be on your choices, boo. Because everybody chooses what you're doing now. You didn't have to get up and do shit. You didn't even have to get up and turn the phone on, but you did. And you just caught up. I'm 67 years old. Blessed and highly favored. Smoke every day. I'm just like smoking every day. Just like Snoop. That part right there. Doing well to be blessed and highly favored, as the blessing is just to breathe this air. And credit ain't cash. And I'd be damned. I mean, I used to always worried about credit. And then, my son's, he's really the one that taught me, the oldest one. Oh no, we ain't marrying. I likes my freedom. And I just can't be no slaves to nobody. It's just never gonna happen. I mean, most people don't even understand, but when they get here to America and they're able to create their own little city, little Vietnam, little this, little that. I have how many? Well, I stopped about 20 years ago, so I don't know what you've been clowning, but I see these people the way they act. Ooh, they just drop them panties in the middle of the day. It really don't matter. My panties don't get dropped unless I got to go pee. I have not married anyone, but like I said, I have 3 children. My oldest one is Antifa. I don't know what that is, whatever. But my oldest one is 41. Then I have a middle child who is 39 years old. And then, of course, I have a 27-year-old. And all my kids are wonderful. Well, it seems like you speak English very well. Capiche? I comprehend. There we go. Now, I don't have the translator on this page. So English is a preferred dialect. And here we are. We have so many people from all of these other, well, I don't think I want to do that with Donald. No, I don't think he has anything that's working order. And if I have just abstained for so long, why would I want to do that with Donald? That's real. It's real. And you got to understand when you start putting all these blatant negative connotations, whatever, and then that's only following you. It's not following Donald. I mean, I can't give him any more prompts than he's already had. He's bringing change, and guess what? Perhaps maybe we were not paying attention to all the kids who were not graduating from high school. We just wasn't paying attention to it. But those kids have at least a felony, at least one, because they've made a wrong choice. And then they homeless across this nation. How many young people are homeless? But I want to promise you, we got something called the McKinney-Vento grant. Everybody just needs to go to usa.gov and look at the McKinney-Vento grant and tell me what your state did, because whatever your state did, it's online. Good morning, good morning. They wrote it in the grant, just like the community service block grants. And now you want to understand that Donald wants to take away the grants for children with disabilities? I'm saying, wow. Did he not understand that everything in America was based on the youngest and the neediest of children? And that's what we do. I mean, because born in the USA means something. It really does. That's a problem, but that's a problem that we all need to understand. That is we the people. I don't know what Taylor Crew Tractor is, and it is what it is. Let me see. That's solution. We've been given the wake-up call. It is a blessing just to breathe the air and to know that you want your air to be good. I mean, don't y'all remember when it was in living color? Don't y'all remember in living color when it was Eddie Murphy or whoever it was talking about luggage, getting herpes and carrying around like luggage? I'm saying, oh, that does make sense, doesn't it? But a lot of people didn't understand that that was a virus that came from chicken pox. And so I was trying to understand. They were saying that somehow, I never seen R. Kelly with the cold sore on his lip. Did you see R. Kelly with some cold sores? I never saw that. But some of them children had some cold sores. And they was claiming they got that from R. Kelly, but maybe it was on the gin. I don't know. I just don't know. But it's a possibility. But it's none of mine. I mean, the whole thing is people make money. And that's just real. And the Wayne brothers, they made some money. I mean, come on now. You better understand. I'm living in Vegas, and, it's real. What is the name of the grant to research? Oh, it's called the McKinney-Vento grant. And everybody should understand it is a grant for homeless youth. And when you're in public education, the city is supposed to be ensuring, well, the federal government gives some extra money to make sure. That's why we have the Department of Housing and Urban Development. And then y'all just don't even understand that every state gets this money for Head Start. And what is, and every state gets its money for WIC. And I'm saying, when you start counting all the dollars and so much money, the looks like freedom of speech in March, September, England, Trump, I don't know, gave us X because, well, I mean, who says that we can't watch Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy better come on live stream so we can all log in and listen to our own. We ain't got to give that money to NBC or ABC. Well, whoever was carrying the show that thought that they could cancel culture. I mean, but don't y'all understand that the narrative is shifting? As pimping was never easy, but I got to say, God, Miss, somebody's doing it. What's happening? I mean, we all know what happened up there in Michigan in the water. Something has to be done about alcoholism. I see signs of, yes, and yes, and yes. I mean, but you have to understand that behavioral health, critical. Part of receiving federal dollars is the behavioral health part. That's why we have Department of Health and Human Services. Did you not know that's all federal money? But the states want to pretend like they ain't got to put their fair share in. And fair share, hey, it's a fair share. They got to put their fair share in. So they have to put money in to help. And I was wondering what Nevada was doing. They claimed that they wanted to build this program for firefighters, to train firefighters. And I'm saying that would have been awesome because they would have had to do it like, the National Guard. I mean, because we have the fighting these fires across the nation. It's just not, I mean, but who's going to make that suggestion? Just like, who's going to make, well, I mean, did you not know that the whole concept of the sheriff was just to catch these runaway slaves? But I just really want to know, because what is compliance and why do I have to comply? God puts of compliance on you because it's called trials and tribulation. If you ain't doing, does Nevada have property tax? Oh, well, we pay some taxes now. Shoot. I paid, my taxes are $206. That's what they are. It's a 3% tax. And everybody pays the same taxes. And I want to tell you, Nevada has waivers. And I said, well, who said that they could have a waiver? And I'm just saying, well, I hope you get married. Yeah, I'm not looking to get married anymore. My son is looking to get married, though. He really wants to get married. No, Nevada don't have no state income tax. That's a pimp factor. Well, don't you understand? It's a red state. And in the red states, they do what they want to do. But, well, who said we had to live? I mean, look, I only think the one person that ain't been written off is maybe Oprah. Is Oprah still out there? But I know that Gayle King is out there. I mean, what did Gayle do? I mean, whatever her name, she was just setting up R. Kelly because when he didn't have the language to articulate that he didn't feel that he was guilty, oh Lord, he looked like a fool. He should have kept his mouth shut. And I'm saying that perhaps we just need to understand. India wants to get rid of their tax system. Well, India, even if they want to get rid of their state tax system, I mean that's a state issue. I'm just trying to understand why R. Kelly is what you call in prison in the first place. Oh, but I know. Oh, well, thank you for giving me all those likes. I'm loving them likes because, pimping ain't easy. But I'm trying to push my own self out there because they didn't already decided I was a Medici. And in Sacramento, that's what they called us. And I said, what is that? And it's like a glad fly. And they had Superintendent Sweeney. And then they had a pile of shit on the ground. Now, this is funny. And then they had all these little glad flies. And I was one of the glad flies up there flying around. Well, I mean, do you not understand that this was the Wild Wild West and people used to buy them mail order brides and they would come over here at 8 years old? So I don't know what the difference between that level of intercourse and whatever R. Kelly did. But I mean, he was 20 something when he had that relationship with that child. And then I understand that her mama had some relationships with him, and they was all in the bed together. So you can't tell me what was going on because I didn't heard the stories, and they ain't stories of everybody involved in the R. Kelly shit should have went to jail. And quite frankly, he had a wife. And I say pimping ain't easy, but when you hear these babies come out here and talk about how much they gonna do for $5, and I'm saying, why that child saying she do all that for $5? And I'm saying enough is enough because we have an obligation. Stepdaddy and stepson-in-law, and I don't know about any of that, but you know what? All these people have these mixed race babies, and I'm gonna tell you, it's just not like black, because black don't crack. It is what it is. Yes. Thank you. And I'm blessed every day, and I understand the blessing because I'm sitting here on my patio in Viva Las Vegas, and I'm saying, well, I don't know what you missed, but you can ask any question you want to ask. I'm just trying to understand why black people have accepted failure of a mandatory service across the nation. The letter grade of F seems to represent something, but it represents to me fraud. It is a real conversation because I don't know what we're going to sing. This is my son. This is my middle child. He is 39. And you're not going to see my older one unless he come in through here. Say hey, hey.
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right today?
We doing fine.
All right.
Right now, he's got to go get him some coals because he do the hookah thing. Somebody say hello to you. I don't know. Oh, the people. We are.
That's right. How y'all doing, man? I hope you guys are having a good day. My mom's got good information. So tap in, man. Hopefully, we'll do a joint podcast so you guys really hear how I think and stuff. But yeah, peace.
He ain't no random guy. Nope. You better come and tell your podcast thing.
Oh, the book is
yeah, see, it's real. When he comes back, we'll do a duel. I'll let him call in the show. And see, this is just, we went to 10 years without having to read a book. No, read a book, read an MF book. Y'all remember that song? It's real. But y'all wasn't reading. And I'm just trying to understand. See, when I went back to school with my kids, my youngest one, who's 27 now, yeah, I am a grandma. I finally got one. She's 4 years old. And I'm going to tell you, what? You didn't have that song. Did you need the song to tell you to read a book? Well, we could. My sister tells me all the time it's time to write a book. Me and my 3 sons. Because my 3 sons was not like my 3 sons on television. And I'm just saying, I feel regeneration in society. I'm going to tell you, what do you think is going on now? People are insane. Here in Nevada, they have an 88% population of black children in the juvenile facility. And they actually take them at 11. You can go to adult penitentiary at the age of 11. And so there was some like 9 kids involved in some kind of community fight. But this boy had a knife. It was a white boy. He had a knife. And he was helping his kid get his vape pen back. And so he brings a knife to the fight and he jumps in the fight. Well, all of a sudden, it was right after that Tennessee thing. Y'all remember Tennessee, right? Where the guy was over there trying to tell the vote where to park. And he didn't want to listen to him, so all the white folks then jumped in and started whatever. And then all the black people just started coming from everywhere and just swooped in. They was bringing chairs and everything. What do you mean bad parenting? I mean, where do parents come in? Who's training those parents? And I've seen so many issues in regards to parenting. But go to the laundromat and you hear them young people talking to them babies like they lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, what can I say? It's real. We have work to do because it's not happening in the churches anymore. Although, I mean, why do we have to go out and gather our people? I'm just trying to understand that. People do have to work to pay the rent. So who's raising the children? Oh, I thought you knew. It's television. Dick Gregory's. Y'all need to get out there and look and see what Dick left y'all behind. Because Dick Gregory, he left a lot of common sense behind. Y'all just don't understand what common sense is. Well, I mean, though, since that's sad, I know people who make mistakes, and I believe everyone deserves a second chance, but I spent 20 months in counting. Hey, that's real. For something I didn't do. But they found me guilty. And who found your peers, or, they have this thing called whatever it is, where the people get together and they make decisions. And that's why you have to participate. If you was participating, then your voice would be heard, and perhaps they wouldn't make as many mistakes. But they have, all kind of, justice groups and, but I did too. I used to listen. Then I started listening to Nipsey Hussle. Now y'all listen to Nipsey? Nipsey was wise. Well, what is mega? Get to do whatever you want to do, boo. Because we as Americans, and when I wake up in the morning, because, hey, they got all kind of songs. But my nephew has a song. It's called, City on Fire. That's what it's called. I should go get. Every day, Dick Gregory's messages are still there. And here we are, living in America, and pretending that they can erase our history, but then you better understand that it was, who was it? Sammy Davis Jr.? Yes, of course they're still out there in the ethos. Yes, I am 67. Say 67, it's not 69. But we know what that is too. Yep, I'm old, but I'm not that old, and that's just real. Here we are. And I'm saying, I'll be damned. Did you know they have the same water problem in Mississippi as they had over there in Michigan? And they poison them children, but you have to understand. Oh no, I'm not no victim, I'm a winner. I got my Social Security at the age of 38. I'm not 92. I will pray for somebody who's 92 though, because my mom passed at 84. And life is not easy, and that's just real. Choice is everything, but you have to get up and choose to move your ass. You just can't sit there and act like you ain't got to move, because you do. Walking is critical. You have to drink the water. I mean, people just say, oh, I don't eat no vegetables. And I'm saying, oh, well, how is it that you live in? No instruction from our elders what to do, because you don't understand. Go to the meetings, boo. I mean, they have parent-teacher meetings all the time. But you need to understand why your child's not making the grade. What is the value of social promotion? What is social emotional learning in the first place? Somebody tell me about that. But I'm helping a family. It's a family. Woman had 5 children. I've been helping her for a long time. Drink the water. Drink the alkaline water, please. Don't drink the plastic bottle without the BPH. You got the, it's chemicals. And it's just y'all. I don't drink tap water. This is the lady here in the park where I live, and she was drinking the tap water. I said, oh, I'm not drinking that with your coffee. She was in the hospital twice, at least for more than 30 days. Some kind of bacteria infection, but shit. They're not purifying the water. I mean, but it really matters. Who's on your boards? I mean, who have you elected to protect your interests? Oh, you don't vote. Well, then that's just fine. Don't vote. Don't have a voice. Be silent, because that's what's happening now. People are threatening to lose their freedom of speech, their liberty and justice for all. And I'm saying, oh no. I don't drink toilet water, but hey, people eat pussy too. That's just real. And people suck dick, and that's just real too. So toilet water is not far from that. That's just real. We are only humans, And then ask yourself, why are these people taking off their clothes to have a fight? I'm saying, keep your clothes. Nobody want to see all that. It's just entertainment, but people want money. OnlyFans brings cash to the pocket. Well, what happens if all of the electricity goes away? People who don't know how to use other, we don't know. We don't know anything. Anybody pay attention? Remember that television series, television short series called Revolution, The Revolution, or whatever. And then all the power went out across the nation. And then people stayed in their boxes as long as they could, but then they couldn't maintain the boxes because they didn't have any generators or anything. Poverty, what I thought you knew. Microsoft warned you. Microsoft called it bing, 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 human capital. And that's what America produces is human capital. They don't produce anything else. It's the harvest, boo. People having babies have to have so many resources, and they allocate all these resources from 0 to 21, how much it'll cost the state. And the census knows exactly how much it's going to cost the state to raise those people. And then that money goes to the state. They help with a portion of that money. And then, like we got the YMCA. We got the YMCA. We got the YMCA. And we got the Boys and Girls Club. And we got all these partners in education. No, it's not a racket. Just because you chose not to do it. That's your problem. I mean, you got to pick an organization and roll with it. I mean, Johnny Five, right? Batteries not included. And it's just real. But if you watched enough television, you ain't got to watch no more TV. Because the pimp factor is real. It's not a racket. It's life, as in what liberty is all about. It is the greatest story ever told. It's whatever. I mean, but when we enjoy these movies, they're just, something that maybe you can relate a part of your life to. That really is not a part of your life. I mean, but who gets to choose? Is it Snoop Dogg? I mean, come on now. They want us to follow, but they want to choose who we follow. They don't get to choose who you follow. And that's just real. One day you'll wake up and the surge will happen. All my content is over there on Spotify. It's over 1,000 shows where I show, I wanted to watch the movie and I wanted to talk about what I was seeing. So, honestly, I could watch the, legislative hearings and stuff like that, but people need to understand there's a process and a role for us all to play. Well, I mean, what are you falling for? The weather is awesome. Left, right, whatever. Amen. Jesus Christ, superstar. Who in the world do you think you are? And it's just real. Here we are, living in America and just born in the USA. Born in the USA, I was born in. We are some 50-something states. And what's going on in Alaska? Alaska said, y'all come on up to Alaska. We got this wonderful farmland. And it's been under the snow for so long, but now the snow, they're melting. Ain't no more snow up there. And they're encouraging farmers to go up there and buy that land. And then they're giving people money to come. And I'm saying, oh, Lordy. But here you got a president, he said, anybody 60 years old, I might be crazy. Anybody 60 years old can get some of that retirement guaranteed money. And hell, don't y'all remember Sarah Palin and the pig kiss? I remember all that shit. I mean, but when you are on the bottom and nobody's concerned about you coming up, then you better be concerned about yourself, as failure's not an option. So I don't care. I see a lot of women talking about, and I heard a lot of black men too, telling me about how black women can't raise their children. If you start coming with John's, it's time to quit. Well, I don't know what that is. They only care about you when you. Hey, Jesus said that if he could get more people, he would have saved the earth himself, but I don't think he could have gotten a lot of people. My sister always used to tell me, Darling, turn around. But don't worry, there's no one behind you, and it is real. I never expected anybody to follow, but it doesn't really matter. The rules are the rules. Just like the Biden-Harris administration, the last administration of the Biden-Harris administration, said that all 3-year-olds will be enrolled in an education program. My sister used to tell me all the time that would change the world. If all 3-year-olds were enrolled in an educational program, because social emotional learning and social promotion and all of that shit, we just pay for all of that shit. If it's not working for you, buddy, it's on you because you didn't look close enough. Thank you. I don't know. It's got a brand name on it somewhere. It's got a brand name on it. It is J. Cruz. See, J. Cruz, and it was at the Goodwill. That's where I got it from. And so I said, for $1, I can afford a hat. Because when I don't want to, get up and do my hair right away, I could do something to it at night. I mean, what is indoctrination? Y'all been watching. Did you guys pay attention to what? Dexter? Dexter was on television for a long time. I said, well, what is that? I don't know. I'm fine. How y'all doing? Everybody doing good? Everybody doing fine. Everybody's blessed and highly favored. That's what it is. I'm going to go get my other phone so you can hear my, well, most likely. And thank you for contributing. If you think that I am that, then each one reach one, teach one. I'll be right back. Okay. It's nice today. Actually, it is only 83 degrees out here. And 83 degrees is real. Yes, maybe so. I had shit that my mom died, and I need to get rid of stuff. And I had a yard sale, but white people don't buy shit from black people, and that's just real. So, if I ain't giving it away, your ass is probably waiting for me to donate it. I don't know. Why would I meet you at a dark? Because you's got mental issue. You got a mental problem. Anybody who wants to attack somebody out here in the ethos makes themselves look like they have a problem. And John S. Barnes, you really do have one. So I suggest you slow your roll. So many people have issues. And no, it's not done in love. It's done in ignorance because so many people are ignorant. And they only are accountable for what they do when they show their ignorance. So, anyways, I'm going to play City on Fire because my nephew gave it to me as my theme song, and I usually play it over there on Podbeam, but you can hear it here. It's not that long. It's only like 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Enjoy. I know about football because I raised my sons, and so I coached. When their fathers didn't step up, I did. I'm sorry I fight ya. I'm just trying to be better. To the cold for a sweater. Nah, there's no forever. We on the search for better. We on the search for better. Hardin Slade. We on the search for better. My city on fire. I'm sorry I fight ya. I'm just trying to be better. Too cold for a sweater. Nah, there's no forever. We on the search for better. We on the search for better. For better. I think they mad that I said something. Ugly nigga for ransom. But my brother's alright. I'm tryna be a provider. Where I'm from is all violent. Safer to keep silent. It's hard for me to choose you. Scare my life would abuse you. My city on fire. I'm sorry I fight ya. I'm just trying to be better. Too cold for a sweater. There's no forever. We on the search for better. We on the search for better. For better. So what does it look like? I mean, America. Because people celebrate, and they celebrate sports and entertainment. And people need to understand entertainment and engaging people, building capital out here, human capital. If you understand the harvest, then you know that you are just the harvest. And it matters. It matters how many people actually get over there and take advantage of the services that are provided locally. Because the state has an obligation to you because you live within the territory. And whatever they choose to do, I don't care. I'm not trying to be cool. Cool is not something I'm struggling to achieve. I'm trying to struggle to achieve to understand why so many children just are socially promoted out of public school system with this certificate of completion because it is an excuse as to why you didn't make it. And probably one of the real reasons why we have issues of people out there under the mega hat. Making America great again. When was America ever great? What great things did America actually do? So many minorities have achieved. I'm not fake. Perhaps that's how you see it. And you're entitled to see it any kind of way you want to. Because believe me, all my children got high school diplomas, graduated above proficient, and so did I. Like that makes a difference. And quite frankly, I got a certificate in computer repair. I got cosmetology license. I achieved whatever I achieved. My mother left me her retirement, and I'm getting paid every month. Now, are you getting paid every? Because I get my Social Security. I never was in detention in high school, but that was a behavior thing. It's real. And people don't even understand public education is a choice. And it matters what you choose to do. I'm helping a set of twins right now. They're in special ed, but they were on the Senate. They were working at the school, and they need to be able to create their own job, and they can do that because they're special education students. I told them, get out there, go to the city council. Tell them you're looking for a transitional placement for, you know, special education after you get out of high school. That's just real. So many people don't understand that you get to do whatever you want to do in life, but it's up to you. You just have to first choose how to do it. Choice is everything. Here in Nevada, they had a 256% issues of willful defiance. 256%. What is that? How do you go over 100%? But they was all issues of children, black children. Well, that's not. It's a problem because I am going to enjoy my pension, and I'm actually going back to workers' comp court to do what? To file wrongful, what do you call medical malpractice? I can do that because I just found out I was misdiagnosed. But if I was not going to pretend that, I knew that, I'm definitely going to do it. It's not about percentage, boo. It's about America. And we wouldn't be here where we are if we didn't have the intention on starting from the bottom and working to the top. And all of that money, I mean, when you hear these black performers sing, well, who cares? I have raised my sons. I'm not looking for a partner. I'm loving who I am. And that's what people need to understand. That's real. So, anyways, the reality is that the harvest is just real. Here we are, trying to understand what the hell's going on, but all these people are required to participate in a system of oversight. Huh. And who's measuring the maintenance of effort? Use the harvest, boo. Human capital did not, Microsoft said it. And here we are buying subscribe. I want to subscribe over there. I want to subscribe. And subscriptions are real. And if you don't, I'm harvesting people. Souls, human souls. Do you have any information on freeing yourself from this? Because it's an indentured system. If you step out there, I told you, I can stream anytime I want to stream. And as long as I want to stream. Are you limited? Well, I'm not. It's real. My son is a vegan chef, and he's going to do a video about, you know, cleansing the body, because we had all these parasites in there. Oh, of course. Why not be sick? Why not join in the illness? Yeah, it's real. The reality is freedom was never free. If you believe you're free, then act on it. And you too will find out that we are so marginalized. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. But people who look like me, well, that's why they're holding. If you follow the process and then the process doesn't work for you, boo, then you need to fight for the process to work for you. So that's where I am. In the never-ending fight. It's just real. Well, if you believe that, there's nothing that is, what can I say? This is life. We're talking about liberties. We're talking about justice, and I don't care. The whole deal about race is that they could significantly put some money over there on the shelf. And if the people who look like you didn't use the money, well, that's just money that was set aside for you people. And if you didn't, well, that's not my problem. I'm getting my share. I'm part of the percentage that's enjoying retirement, boo. And understanding that the taxation system, hell, we all pay taxes, but, when Snoop talks about the money he pays in taxes, and then Jill Scott talked about the $3.2 million that she paid. And I'm saying, black people pay taxes. Yes, they do. And every April, they talk about the money that they pay. But guess what? They don't show up when it comes down to the money coming back to the local community. They're just nowhere in. They didn't know they had a responsibility for that money. And that's just real. So, I showed up all the time. That's how come my kids got high school diplomas. They got a high school diploma and they graduated above proficient. I was there every day. I was blessed to be there every day. Every single day. And therefore, when people were trying to abuse my children, I tried to stand up. But what respect do they have to have for me? Absolutely. Who am I going to tell? That's why, justice is just us. And you just have to stand up. But you can choose not to stand up. You can just choose to be, oh, well, I'm going to get my share. Yes, I am. I plan on getting it because God is good. And my mother bought assets. And so, therefore, there are assets. They're not burdens. You get it? But here in Vegas, when people think that they ain't got to listen to you, they soon will find out. Because they're finding out right now that perhaps they chose not to do. They want to be their own, we the people. We the people. And I'm saying, okay. But guess what? If you're really retired, Darlene, because today is your first job, you need to do your second job. Hmm. It is my first job every day to take that breath of fresh air. And I'm breathing air every day. And trying to make sure the air stays breathable for the rest of us. I don't know what SAM is. Sad as man. Yeah. But, I have people that I really connect with out here in the ethos. And, we talk sometime over there on Podbean. And that's just real. But communication is everything. You can choose not to. Well, where's Uncle at? It just really doesn't matter. You people will find out. For the ones who didn't graduate high school, who don't have your piece of paper of completion, who might have a felony, well, Donald's going to give you a place to live. You don't have to be homeless anymore. He going to take you and lock you up in the Army, and you're going to be all that you can be in the Army. And I promise you will be. That's right. You won't be homeless anymore. That's true. But, we have this thing called Corporation for National and Community Service. The corporation, what mailbox? Oh, you mean your monthly stipend? It doesn't matter. You will be the best you can be because in the Army, you will challenge your physical body and perform. And that's just real. My dad was in the Air Force, but I know men that was in the Army. I have friends that was in the Army and the Air Force and the Marines. Hey, life is what it is, and then it's not. Like, everything was wonderful until it was not. And then when it wasn't, that's just what it was. That's right. I don't have to be sane. I just have to be me. And that's just real. Of course, I'm going to keep on talking about it. Failure was never an option, but we got Donald in the White House. And he's doing what the hell he wants to do. Hell, he said it. Just grab the pussy. And y'all listened. And that was funny shit. But I ain't having nobody grabbing on my shit. And therein lies the difficulty. Do you understand? All these black people made all these inventions in America. But then you better understand the NBA, the NFL, all of that sports entertainment, track and field, everything, leaders of the pack. And that's just real. I think she's amazing. And if you don't, it doesn't matter. You can keep on listening to everybody else because they pretty ignorant. You heard the one to try to call Obama a boy. Ignorance is not bliss. It's just what it is. I mean, come on now. The question would be Clarence Thomas or Kendrick Lamar. Do you see anybody standing up for Clarence? Yeah, because he got that free pussy, and it was free to him. And then he made the black woman look like she was a liar, and he was a liar. And it really didn't matter because they needed a Negro on the board. They needed one of us. Each one reach one, teach one. And just because, just because he was there. And it's how we see ourselves. He was an appointed head figure. Everybody gets a choice, but guess what? At the end of the line, understand where you still stand. You chose wrong. Don't you understand when people make choices and they're wrong? What was that child's name that just got unalived? He made some wrong choices. That was really real. Charlie Clerk. Charlie is gone. And he can't make no more choices, but his wife can. And she's been placed in a position of a heavy burden. And I don't think she's out there spewing that shit. She got kids. They all still got to eat. They all got to make choices. And I don't think that she's going to be like he was. Everybody has a choice, though. The life, liberty, and the pursuit of. And this ain't nothing but a part of the pimp factor. And that's just real. The harvest is real. But when people don't stop and take a moment to think about where they are, my people, failure is not free in America. There are dollars that are set aside for all these public services that are happening for you people, because I got my people. Oh, Lord. Somebody has a communication problem this morning. People have to pay their own way. That's real. Mm-hmm. Lord help us. Oh, Lord help us. So, yeah, I heard it. I heard it. I was trying not to hear it, but I heard it. Oh, yeah. Because he be up and out every morning. Happy. Too happy for a reason. Oh, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm breathing air over here. My money, more money. And it's not about the money. It's about the freedom. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got to leave her.
Well, where's she supposed to be going? Oh, no.
You're like, oh, I'm not going to be working. I'm having no fun now.
You're not going to be what?
You're going to be working while everybody else can have a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, you found one. They had one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You can get the same wood build on your own. What was that? Did she hit the car? I don't know. She didn't do it yet. He's taking off. He's pulling off. She's not running behind the car. Yeah, she's not crazy. Ooh, people have communication problems. Yeah, I get nosy. I watch all the time. Shit, why wouldn't I watch? Neighbors having an issue over there. Not me, but the neighbor is. Mm-hmm. But here we are, living in America. And, you know, shit happens all around you. But it really doesn't matter. Because we're still obligated to ensure that adequacy happens to everyone. And so I really don't understand, because I didn't pay attention to Charlie Kirk, but there are people just like people paid attention to Donald Trump. He doesn't like to follow any of the rules. He doesn't follow rules, as a matter of fact. And he said that if y'all want me to change, then change the rules and we'll all get corrected. And I'm saying, and those people didn't say nothing. He said, you don't like the fact that I'm getting this benefit? Change the rule. Nobody changed the rule, and that's just real. And so he's been getting over for a long time. Who drinks beer? We don't drink no beer over here. I don't know. We drink alcohol. We drink some vodka or some whiskey or some.
What? I'm glad I took on my second day break.
Oh, that's a good thing. You better fall, not fall. Shoot, over here talking shit. Gonna fall. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I don't have to talk or describe people, because I know who I am. And everybody has an obligation to describe who they are. Do you. Do you and do you. Hmm. I'm at peace with myself too, because I'm just gonna pay the car note before the end of the month. There you know. It doesn't matter. It's gonna get paid, and when it gets paid, I'm not. Credit ain't cash. Credit's never been cash.
Never
For
has.
when black people get credit,
They
they
treat it like cash.
they pay the highest amount for the loan on the money. Yeah, marijuana's legal in Vegas. Marijuana's legal pretty much all over. I mean, but you know, the mere fact that they got these states that make marijuana not legal. And so, as an American, the marijuana could be legal as an American, but in America, if you live in the wrong state, you gonna get a penalty. Now, how could you be free in one state and not free in the other? I'm just confused. What the fuck is that shit all about? Pimping ain't easy, but goddamn, I'm smoking weed here in Nevada, and I smoke weed every day. It helps. It helps way more than those Norcos that they were giving me 180. 180 Norcos. And it just kept on increasing. But as soon as you take those pills within 4 hours, you're out of control again. So the marijuana, you smoke weed in the morning, and it allows you to relax. And the pain doesn't come back like, because it has the THC and the CBD and all those other. I mean, but it's God's medicine. You get it? Mm. Well, I don't care. Everybody got to figure out. You got to understand that we're human capital. What else did America produce besides marijuana and humans? Oh, I don't know. I mean, you can't even get no condoms here because they coming in from China. And people want to keep that shit covered because people just like to fuck here. That's real. I mean, they don't care about anything else. They just care about having sex. They don't care even who they have the sex with. And I'm saying, well, Whitney ain't here no more, but you better understand, Whitney ain't here for a reason because she was trying to control her money. Who else ain't here behind that money? Prince?
Shit.
Who else ain't here behind that money? Come on now. People are just not here because they was trying to control their money. But then, I mean, but you better understand, R. Kelly's in the pimp factor. He had some babies and opened the door for them people to come in and try to figure out where his money went. Hell no, he got his money overseas. They went to court. The last court date, them three motherfuckers stand up there, big white boys, trying to ask the judge to let him have his whole music collection in, and the judge said no. The judge just said no. Thank you for subscribing. But please go over there and subscribe to my channel over there on Spotify. That's where the money is. They just stole my money over there on Spotify. We was getting $30 and $40 a week. No, not a week. Don't let me lie. Don't let me lie.
Every payment disbursement. That's what you mean.
It was $30 to $40. And it was about a month, every month. And I could buy something at Target, or I could go get me some Panera Bread. And I was taking care of my mother, so, you know, it was like a treat. Because I was just worked towards the treat. Oh, somebody said something, supposing the truth said something. But the music, I don't care. You say whatever you want to say, because it's following you, it ain't following me, and that's just real. And then Anchor went away, and Wisdom went away, and now we're over there on Spotify. And then I do my talks here on YouTube, but then I use, what? It's Opus. Opus takes the, you know, your clip and you upload it to Opus, and it breaks it down and puts the relevant shit where it should be. And then who cares? Somebody's working to do what? Make some money. Everybody's got to do the harvest. It's pimping. Yeah. You know, Stevie says it best. But a grown man in front of his mother is not cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Because people come out of people's asses. Women have men and women. You know, it's just a drop out of the bucket. And then it's up to you to gear your child in the right direction. Who's that? What are you talking about? Are you watching?
Man got cut in a mudslide.
Oh, mudslide.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oakland, California.
Oakland, California got mudslides right now? Mm-hmm. I mean, but we have these cameras. And they catch everything. And they just do. And, we're not looking for green acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life I lead. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Hey, it's real. You're an elder, right? What do you believe the biggest misplaced trait in society today? It was yesterday's value system. Are you funny? Yesterday, freedom. And it's just real. And it's justice. It's just not us. Vegas, here you come. Well, I'm telling you, they're building a whole lot of places for people to hide in shelters here in Vegas. There ain't no jobs here. Oh, unless you're willing to, clean up shit. Because there's always some room for somebody to wipe some toilets down. Because they was bringing them immigrants in here and paying them less money, but they don't have no resource, no, SEIU, no union, no nothing. No, we have metal boxes. These are prefab homes. They ain't stone, they're metal boxes. That's why you got to have your AC. And everybody got to pay AC here. Hell, if your AC power bill is $600 for a 2-bedroom box and it's $600, you're going to pay because you don't want to roast, and that's just real. But what is the value of freedom? Shit. Wake up in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, hey. There's a song when I wake up in the morning, too. There's so many things that free you. And then there's so many things that keep you limited. And you ain't got to do shit, I promise you. You don't have to do anything because the machine continues to work. When you get your first job, you paying all these little tiny taxes and shit like that. I am the proud owner of a metal box. Hey, I was even thinking about doing the conversion of the box cars or, whatever. It is just real. But I mean, you don't need a lot of space. You only need a space for your shit that you gathered. And as you can see, I have other gathered shit. I got my mama's shit. I got to get rid of it. And my siblings didn't come to collect. They wanted the money. They wanted the cash. They didn't really want this. But, eventually I'm going to get rid of it. It's just real. Memories. Memories at the corners of your mind. It's just real. I'm not looking for a man. What is wrong with you? Are you looking for a man? Artiste Diddley? You must be looking for a man because you keep on talking about, I bet you she ain't got no man. Motherfucker, I don't want no man. I didn't have a man. I didn't raise my sons. And guess what? Those men are all gone to the other side of the mountain. They can't come back here no more. They ain't even breathing air. But they didn't do what they were supposed to do. I got enough money to do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's what it is. And I enjoy being by myself now. It is what it is. I'm alone too. I never could bring myself to calling any woman baby boo. Well, that's on you, right? You the one with the restrictions. I ain't got none. And that's just real. If I had some, I could admit it. But I don't. And it is what it is. Here we are, living in America. And when we look out your picture window, what is it you see? Oh, you might just be looking at television and TV. Because anybody who watched Dexter through Baby Bush and then had to watch the Twin Towers come down that morning and then have to understand that we, as the black people, just been expected to watch what? Malcolm and Martin and Medgar and have no feeling about Nipsey Hussle being what? And I'm saying, it's funny to you how sad, but this is America. And we're still paying taxes. And we'll hide your sausage, boo, because ain't nobody really interested. It's just real. But the artists can go live, that's right. And, Kendrick does a lot of his music online, and he invited everybody to take a piece and do what they want to do. Because, this control thing, this Prince thing, And then after Prince died, they all swooped into his house and decided which one of his family members was going to be and said he didn't leave in no will. But he died by himself in the elevator. And what we supposed to say, just like Michael, died in the middle of the night. Oh, well. Heaven and money, brown baby wins. I don't know. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. It is just the way it is. Yep. Well, hello, Michael Graham from Detroit, Michigan. I lived in Michigan for a minute. My dad was stationed up there, Sault Ste. Marie. Military. It doesn't really, you ain't got to spell here, because you could just use your box and then use your speaker. And then that transcription service just pops up, and that's just real. Life is what it is. And it's just an amazing thing. We're on this journey. It's like, if you on the journey too, which way are you going? Where are you going? I don't know. Life, liberty, and that's a motorcycle. It's loud, ain't it? Ooh, yeah, that was loud. Let's see what that one says. Cause you get, if you get your medical marijuana license here, you're supposed to, I ain't got no more points. You're supposed to get some points and some rewards. And they get on my nerves stealing. Because you never know. You just never know. And life is what it is. It's a blessing. And then it's over. And you don't even know when that overness is going to come. Maybe so, boo. But I ain't trying to be anything but who I am. And you know that song, I am everything you say I am, and I don't give a damn. It says a whole bunch of other shit, but I really don't care. People are going to have perceptions, and they're entitled, because everybody is sowing their own seed. I got some more song, one more song, just one more song. I should do the Take Care one, because that's the one I like. Take care of yourself. No, it's in here somewhere. I have to go here first and find it. No, this one, Cameo Heart. Enjoy. You might can't hear it very good, but it's as loud as it's going. I'm getting ready to go though. Amen. And I can get along.
Play them games, I ain't playing with you. I wanna be by your side, girl, I wanna show you things. Don't bring no pain, never switching, help me elevate. We working every night, splurging every fucking day. Niggas turning snakes, so I had to stay about the way. I just want a happy ending. I'm too real to be pretending. I got angels in my spirit, and I've been speaking, hope you hear it. Love was fake until you showed me. say I'm not the only. Every story that you told me, make sure you never met the, that you never met the. I'm too real to be pretending, and I got ancient in my spirit, and I just make it, hope you hear it. Love was fake until you showed me. Glad to say I'm not the only. Every story that you told me, make sure you never meant to call me. Make sure you never meant to call me.
See, I have the songs. They're all in there. Okay. So, I'm gonna say, oh, it doesn't matter if I can dance or not, I can dance. And then you should go back and look at some of my videos out here, because I can dance. And then you can go and look at my Facebook page, or you could just check out my Spotify, because I put some videos in there too. So, with the combination of the conversation and videos, we're just trying to build some capacity out here. We're just trying to stay afloat. Failure's never an option. You can always, we're all gatherers. It matters what you gather. It matters what you stand on. I stand and deliver. Freedom is never free, and I'm teaching people how to be free. You just have to make a choice, and then you have to stand on it. Understand, trials and tribulations, where you are is where you need to be. So y'all have a blessed day, and I'm gone now. And thanks for dropping by. My podcast over there on Spotify. I'm waiting for it to blow up. Parent Empowerment, half an hour over there on Spotify. Where you can find me, Citizen Anderson, on Podbean, which is where I'm about to go right now, where you can call in. Y'all have a blessed day.